Hey, it's Mindy with Astrology by Love, here today for Pisces Sun and Pisces Rising's horoscope for the lunar cycle starting on October 21st with the new moon in Libra and going to November 20th with the new moon in Scorpio. I appreciate you hanging out with me today, Pisces. Please like and subscribe. I've got some pretty cool links down there as well. One of those links down below is for this calendar. This is Llewellyn's 2026 astrological calendar. It's got all the transits, it's got the planetary connections. Let me show you. It shows the moon's movement on every day. It shows the planetary connections. If you're wanting to plan your life in advance, pick some good days. This is important. Also want to say congratulations to Daryl Grigsby. He was the winner of Leo Season's free reading. Thank you, Daryl. It was great to do your reading. Check out his reviews in the link below. Let's go ahead and get started. This new moon on October 21st is in the sign of Libra. This is your 8th house. This is other people's money. These are the resources you share with others. These are the secrets you keep. There's some sort of new beginning there, and it is a confident one. So this new moon is mildly squaring Jupiter. Jupiter's in your 5th house. These are those sweet kiddos, those passion projects. Something about this area of your life is giving you a little bit too much confidence in your partner's resources and those secrets that y'all share together. This is still a beautiful new start, but understand you may be a little too confident about it. Then on October 22nd, Neptune moves into your sign, Pisces. So Neptune embodies Pisces energy anyways. So you may not feel this, Pisces. Neptune energy doesn't have boundaries. It's very ethereal. It goes with the flow. It's emotional. It's spiritual. It is your vibe. So it will be moving into your 1st house. You are already very sensitive to the energies around you, and this may heighten that sensitivity. Neptune will be there for the next few months, and then we'll move on, and we will not see it in Pisces again in our lifetime. Hang in there. You just got another few months. But on the 22nd, Neptune does move back into Pisces. Also on the 22nd, the sun moves into Scorpio. So Scorpio rules your 9th house. This is your long-term goals, the area of your life you want to master, be a guru at. This is long-distance travel. This is just part of your natural yearly cycle. The sun shines its light on the Scorpio area of your life once a year, and now is that time. And during Scorpio season is that time. Then on October 24th, Mercury trines Jupiter. Mercury is also in Scorpio in that 9th house of long-term learning, long-distance travel, and it has this beautiful relationship, 120 degrees, we call it a trine, to Jupiter in that 5th house. So this is very much positive thinking around your passion projects, around being able to travel, around long-term learning. This is definitely some glass half full energy. Also, on the 24th, the sun, which has newly entered Scorpio, squares, this is a 90-degree frustrating angle, squares Pluto in your 12th house. So this is very much a crisis sort of moment. This is short-term energy. Both of these are short-term energy. But this is a masculine figure or yourself frustrating, kind of coming to a crisis moment internally about these long-term goals, about this ability to travel. So you've got positive thinking on one hand going on, and then this crisis consciousness on the other. These are happening at the same time on the same day, and that is on October 24th. Then on October 25th, Mercury, which is in that 9th house. This is those long-term goals, those visions, dreams, where you want to be a guru. Mercury trines Saturn, which is also in your first house. So Neptune has recently moved into that first house, causing you to be more sensitive. Saturn is there saying to buck up, be more structured. So these two energies don't really get along well. Saturn has moved back into Pisces as of last month. Saturn may be causing restrictions with your body, may have people in the outside world putting restrictions on you. You may feel unfairly criticized during this part of your life. You may feel unfairly criticized with Saturn in your first house. But Mercury in that ninth house of higher learning is triggering this feeling restricted in your body. That is a fast-moving energy. That is on October 25th. Then on October 27th, Mars trines Jupiter. So Mars is going through this ninth house as well. You've got a lot of activity in your house of higher learning and long-distance travel. And Mars is trining Jupiter in that fifth house. Jupiter's with the kiddos and the passion projects. So your motivation to travel, to learn more, to ascend to higher levels spiritually and educationally is causing your children and your passion projects to feel abundant. It's blessing them. This is a beautiful energy that is working together. Then on October 29th, Mercury trines Neptune. So a trine is that 120-degree angle. It makes it easy for the energy to flow. Your mind is just thinking beautiful, ethereal thoughts. You are feeling all the energies around you, and you are probably easily recognizing this. Shortly after Mercury trines Neptune, it moves into Sagittarius. This is your 10th house of career, how you're seen in the world, your legacy. Shortly after Mercury moves into Sagittarius, it opposes Uranus, that is in your 4th house. This is your home, family, upbringing. Uranus is in the sign of Gemini. So you may get some sort of surprising communication from your family that maybe irks you, causes a disruption in the flow of events at work. That is taking place on October 29th. As well, Mars is trining Saturn. So Mars is in that 9th house, giving you motivation to learn, to accomplish your goals, to learn everything. And it is trining Saturn in your 1st house. So something about your motivation to learn is causing you to feel restricted. Maybe you feel like a leader. Saturn can sometimes give us a leadership quality. But when Mars trines Saturn, this is an energy of precision, preciseness. And so something about your appearance and your body and being motivated to learn and grow is working together to be precise in how you appear and how you learn. All these energies are taking place on October 29th, Pisces. Then on October 30th, Mercury is sextiling Pluto. So Pluto has recently entered the 12th house. This is your house of the subconscious mind. Your psychic energies have been heightened recently. You can see through a line of BS like nobody's business. People's lips are moving, but you know what they're really saying. This is a bit of a psychic intuition that the universe is blessing you with for the next 19 years. So get used to this, Pisces. But on the 30th, Mercury, newly in that house of career, is making a sextile, a forced sort of positive connect. So you are having some intuition, some aha moments. You're realizing what you need to do with work, what you need to say, how you need to go about doing it. And this is a fast-moving energy, but it is on October 30th. Then on October 31st, there is no exact planetary activity, but happy Halloween. Y'all enjoy it. On November 2nd, Venus squares Jupiter. So Venus is going through that 8th house. This is your partner's finances, the secrets you keep together. These are shared resources. Venus going through the 8th house can be really enjoyable for bedroom pleasures. It squares, has a 90-degree angle with Jupiter in that 5th house of creative projects, those sweet kiddos. So this can almost be a little bit of too much of a good thing. This could be enjoying your bedroom pleasures with your spouse, with your lover, while also having fun creatively. Maybe y'all are out having fun with the kids and your lover decides to give you a financial gift. This is also some symbolism that could work out as well. That is November 2nd. It's going to be a beautiful day. Enjoy that, Pisces. Then on November 3rd, Mars trines Neptune. So Mars is in that 9th house. This is higher learning. This is your goals, the area you're wanting to master. And it is trining Neptune in your 1st house. So you are feeling very sensitive. You are feeling spiritually sensitive, able to be in touch with the divine, the rhythms of the universe. You are very motivated to learn and grow that day. And starting the day off with some meditation is a beautiful, beautiful use of this energy, Pisces. Mars trine Neptune is also the energy where we are sometimes motivated to drink. So that energy is there as well. You get to choose how to use this energy. Then on November 4th, Mars moves into the sign of Sagittarius. So this is your 10th house, career, work, how you're seen in the work world. Just about as soon as Mars enters Sagittarius, it opposes Uranus in the 4th house. This is your upbringing, your home life, your family life. So there is some sort of surprise from the family being triggered. This could very much be you being at work and fussing at family for interrupting you. This could be some sort of argument. So be aware of that, Pisces. But your motivation to be at work and get stuff done at work is going to trigger some disruption, confusion, and chaos with the family. Then on November 5th, we have the full moon in Taurus. This is your 3rd house. This is your community, siblings, basic learning. This is the environment that we don't really choose. This full moon is in your 3rd and 9th house, causing a little bit of tension between your higher learning goals and wondering, should you just get out in the community and possibly read a book? Also going on under this energy, Mars, newly in that 10th house of career, is sextiling Pluto. This is a 60-degree connection. It's kind of a forced positive connection, but it's causing you to have some insight. It's causing you to have some psychic moments, probably around work and where you're going and what you need to be doing there. But that is the full moon on November 5th. Then on November 6th, Mars in that 10th house of career perfects its sextile to Pluto. So this is when the sextile actually happens, is on the 6th. We are feeling the energy under the full moon though. Also on November 6th, Venus moves into the sign of Scorpio. So Scorpio is that 9th house, that higher calling, the long-term learning, long-distance travels. And so you are really leaning into and enjoying learning, growing, doing better. Venus in your 9th house could also bring you a lover who is a guru or a master of some sort. So if you are single, Pisces, be on the lookout for that. Then this whole week we've kind of been feeling a little bit of electricity in the air, a little bit of anxiety. On November 7th, Uranus, which has been going retrograde in the sky, moves back into Taurus. So Taurus is that 3rd house. This is your siblings, your neighborhood. Your neighbors have just been total wackadoos these past 7 years. And you've gotten a little bit of relief from it these past few months. But everything kind of being up in the air, all free and willy-nilly with what seems like no rules in the neighborhood with the siblings, that energy is back. It's there for a few months before coming back into Gemini. But if your neighbors have calmed down a little bit here recently, just expect them to flare back up for another few months. Then on November 9th, Mercury, which is in the sign of Sagittarius, it's in your work life. You're thinking about work, talking about work. It's where your brain is. Mercury stands still. We call this stationing. So its station stands still before moving backwards in the sky. It only appears that way. It is going to be difficult for you on the 9th to have any sort of communication around work, to get people on the phone, to get the answers you need. When Mercury stations, traffic is normally not great. So there's typically a few car accidents. There are blockages in the road. Traffic just doesn't make sense. People don't know what they're doing on the road. November 9th is just an excellent day to kind of be chill and hang out at home. So if you can, plan to do that, Pisces. Then on November 11th, Jupiter stands still in the sky and goes retrograde. So Jupiter's in that 5th house, those kiddos, those passion projects. Jupiter becomes the 5th planet to be going retrograde in the sky. So if you have kind of felt a little sluggish, like you've had a little bit of trouble getting things done, well, everybody's feeling that way. So 5 planets appear to be moving backwards. Jupiter will be going retrograde. You are going to be going back over your passion projects, redoing some things with the kiddos. Maybe if you've got missed play dates with them, you're going to go back and make good on those. Jupiter will be going retrograde for the next few months. So anything that you can redo or rehash with the kids, with the passion projects, now is the time. Then on November 17th, the sun that is in Scorpio trines Jupiter and Saturn on the same day. So we call this a grand trine. So the sun and Jupiter and Saturn are 120 degrees away from each other. This is a beautiful flow of energy, a gifting from the universe. This is activating Jupiter in that 5th house of kiddos, Saturn in your 1st house. You are feeling stable and abundant, blessed by the universe. This is just a comfortable, wholesome sort of energy. And this is taking place on the 17th. It is a faster moving energy, but enjoy this, Pisces. Then on November 19th, Mercury, which is going retrograde in the sky, moves back into Scorpio in that 9th house, long distance travel, long-term learning. Any studies that you have kind of fallen behind on or given up on, now is the time to get back into them. Mercury is going to be retrograde there for a few weeks. So get back on that course, get back on that term of learning. You may be thinking of a guru or an old master or teacher you want to be getting in touch with. Now's a good time for that as well. Then that brings us to the end of this lunar cycle, and we are starting a new one in the sign of Scorpio. On November 20th, we are having the new moon in Scorpio. This is that 9th house, long-term learning, long-distance travel. And during this new moon, we are having a Mercury cazimi during this new moon. So a Mercury cazimi is when the sun lines up with Mercury and beautiful, brilliant ideas are sprinkled about humanity. This is definite clarity. Also during this new moon, Uranus is sextiling Neptune. So Uranus has recently gone back into Taurus and is sextiling Neptune in your 1st house. So you may be seeing yourself clearly. You may be seeing others clearly. Others may be seeing you clearly. But this is definitely a moon of seeing things correctly, seeing them clearly, and realizing what it is we need to do. So that is the horoscope for the lunar cycle, Pisces. Thank you for hanging out with me. Please, once again, like, subscribe, share this video with anyone you know who may want to live their lives in line, in sync with the universe. And I will see you again soon.